Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Floyd Humphreys at floydhumphreys.com. And today I just want to talk a little bit about systems that duplicate. And a lot of times people have a hard time letting this fire truck go by. Okay, so sometimes people use different systems, and what works for one person might not work for another person. Now, for instance, if a person is real aggressive, outgoing, charismatic type, and super salesman and like that, you know, he might talk to people and find it incredibly easy to bring people around to his way of thinking. And so, you know, he can go out and sponsor a lot of people, but if they try to use the system that he uses, they're not going to be able to do it because they don't have the charisma. They're not Mr. Salesman, you know, maybe they're not as aggressive or outgoing as he is. So they're just going to say, well, if that's what it takes to succeed, I can't do it. So then they just decide not to try. And the thing of it is there's 1,000 different ways that you can find people. And so the thing is that you don't have to follow a tried and true system. But if you don't, you at least need to let the people that you're recruiting know that they have other options besides the system that you use. That way, if you want to be a super salesman and sell people with your charisma, then you know you can do that, but just be sure that you let your people know that there's other ways and give them examples so that they can do it. Because you know, network marketing has been around for over 50 years, and so some of the best methods are 50 years old. And so, you know, 50 years ago they didn't use Instagram or Facebook or Craigslist or the internet, or they might have just talked to people one-on-one, or maybe they had parties. And I do want to tell you that of all the different ways that there are to find people, moving product is the best way. And when you retail product, you get referrals. And here's another thing. When people use the products, they become a consumer right away. But not only that, they gain a testimony. And so when they're talking to their friends, they can say, you know, I used to take those damn sleeping pills, and I looked up on the internet one day what was in those things, and I said, holy hell, what am I taking that crap for? You know, and now I, take CBD, and I don't have any side effects, and when I go to bed, I can go to sleep without any troubles, and I sleep fine, and I wake up fine, and I'm not tired and groggy all day, and I'm not drugged, and so it's just, they're just telling the truth, to their friends is all they're doing. And it's not about trying to sell anybody anything. It's just a matter of, hey, I found something that works for me, and it might work for you too, something like that. And what happens is when people use the products, they get used to buying every month, and then sometime, they'll say, well, I think I'll try this product or that product, and I haven't tried that product, I think I'll try that, and so, they're good customers. They're the best kind of customers. And not only that, they tell people, man, this stuff is really, really good. I even give it to my dog, And so what happens is if you use that as your basis, you'll do well. Now, whether you hold parties, and that's another thing, and a lot of people aren't that outgoing, and sometimes people say, well, I just want to do the thing on the internet, and, I'm a hermit, I don't want to talk to anybody, and I just want to do the whole thing online. And you can, but it's difficult. And if you don't want to interact with people, then you're going to have a hard time building leaders. And building leaders is what you've got to do in order to be successful. Because most of the people out there that you're going to find are just regular Joes like you and me. So what happens in the world out there is you've got 3% of the people that already know everything, so you don't need to worry about those people. And then you've got 70% of the people that are going to be broke all their life no matter what we do. You know, that's the way they are. They prefer it, and don't try to make them successful because they don't want any part of that. So that leaves you 27%. 27% of the population are just regular Joes, but they're not already wealthy, and so they're not already great leaders either. Leaders are not born, they're created. So when you go to the nursery at the hospital where the babies are all in there, and you look and you say, well, this one's going to be a leader and that one's going to be a leader, and well, hell, you can't do that. There's no way to know because they're not born. So what happens is they've got to be created, and creating leaders is what makes you a lot of money. And so what happens is of the 27% that you're dealing with, they're just regular people, but they want to succeed. And if you've got a plan that they can succeed, in other words, you've got a duplicatable system that anybody can do, not just Mr. Joe Charisma, not just Mr. Social Butterfly that, every time he says poop, everybody poops, stuff like that, just regular people. So, these type of people are not leaders already, but they can be, and all that has to happen is they want to do it, and they're ready to do it. They just want to see a way that they can do it, and they have to see something that they can do realistically and be successful. And if that for that person is calling people up on the phone, fine. If it's sending people email, fine. If it's running ads on Craigslist or Facebook or whatever, fine. Whatever it is, they've got to be able to do it, and it's got to be simple enough that the people that they bring in can do it also. Because if it's complicated, then it's going to take people a long time to figure it out, and if that's the case, a lot of them will quit before they figure it out. So there's a few things you've got to do. Of course, you have to start. It's all about the pipeline. And so the company has these sales funnels, and they're relatively automated. You just lead people to them. You give them the link, and they go watch the videos, and they give the presentation on the company and the products, and they don't learn everything, but they learn a little, enough to find out if they're interested or not, become an affiliate. And then you've got to pick up the ball at that point when they decide that they want to be an affiliate. And actually, even before they become an affiliate, I've got a series of emails that I send out to people, and you can make that a whole lot easier by joining one of these email services. I use GetResponse, and I tried several, and several of them actually banned me because they don't allow network marketing, or they don't allow home businesses, or whatever they got rules against. And so I'd get started and get things set up, and I'd get a letter that says, well, we've banned you. And but I've been with GetResponse now for a while, and I like them and they like me, and so they're good. And you can have several different lists, and you can have automation as much or as little as you want. So I send an email to the people as soon as they become a lead, as soon as they take the tour, even if they don't become an affiliate. I send them an email that tells them, sends them to a link to my blog, and it tells them the reasons that they should become an affiliate. For one thing, it's free, and they can earn money even as a free affiliate. So on their first level, so they can start making money even without even investing a penny. So I want them to know that. But I've got another list of people that have already become affiliates, and some of them have been in for a week, and some of them have been in for 2 years. So they get different emails, and so I keep in contact with them that way, and keep them abreast of any new ideas and things. Because if I learn something, I want to share it. I want them to know it too, because I want them to know everything I know. Because I want to do everything that I can to help them succeed. So I also have a mailing list that people can subscribe to on my blog, and so these are just things that, having a blog and having a YouTube channel, and they sound complicated perhaps in the beginning, but they're really not, and they're free. So you just kind of, it might seem overwhelming in the beginning, but it's like this. You can build an income where you're going to make $50,000 or $100,000 a month, and so there's a few little things that you've got to do in order to make that happen. And when I talk about this kind of money, I would say this: if you're just looking to make $50 or $100 or $1,000 a month, I'd say don't waste your time, because you're just you've got a tool that could make you a millionaire, and all you want to do with it is piddle, and so either take it serious or don't do it, so and there's a lot of people that are making $100,000 a month. There's even a lot more that are making $50,000 a month, and there's a hell of a lot that are making $10,000 a month. And so, and of course, anywhere in between, and of course when they start, they're not making anything. So, there's anywhere from zero to the sky's the limit. But the thing about it is that's the potential. And a lot of times network marketing has been bad-mouthed, and sometimes the reasons it's been bad-mouthed are valid, because you got a bunch of people out there that are lying to people, telling them they can get rich by Friday, and that's a lie, and telling them they can make $50,000 a month, within the first month or two, and that's a lie, and so, and telling them that, the products are better than they are, and there's no reason to ever be less than truthful. In fact, if you're not going to be honest, I wouldn't even want to join your business, because trust is everything. If I can't trust you, I just should not even know you, So anyway, I have a lot of different systems that work, and there isn't time right now to go through all of them, but any one of them work, and they're all available, and you can use any one of them or multiples of them if you want to. And I just want you to be able to get a check next Thursday, because every Thursday is payday. And so, you can call or email me anytime, and you for sure should subscribe to my newsletter. And then you find one of the systems that works for you, and then work it. And then what happens is you start getting people, and they start becoming affiliates, and then they start finding other affiliates, and pretty soon you're making some good money. So this is what I want for you. So I just wanted to make this short video, and I'll do a blog, a post that goes into detail a little bit about it, because it's just so general, the things I've talked about right now, that maybe some of it didn't even stick. So anyway, I'll leave a link to a blog post when I upload this. And I hope you have a great day.